Hello everyone, welcome back to another discussion video, and now one after the other, but I really wanted to do the fridge talk as well as the scavenger talk. So let me share with you what I think about these two new additions to the Atomic Shop. Ever since patch 13 came out last Tuesday, I've seen dozens of videos talking about this new fridge and this new robot that scavenges some junk in your camp. And there are basically two different opinions. One side that claims that these items should be available for free because they are actives, and it is pretty much like the functional camera that we have in game, which was available through a quest, and then there are multiple skins in the Atomic Shop. And the other side claims that the items are too expensive and they don't do much for the price and so on, so it's not worth it at all. And it makes me think, like, we are human beings and it's our nature to want more, want better, always, no matter what happens. And this is a clear case of that. It's who we are, because what is there to complain about, really? One side or the other, I don't agree with them. I think both items are perfect. They are very, very decent, and I wouldn't change a thing about them, and I will explain you why. Alright, so let's talk first about the fridge. What it does is basically you can add up to 15 food items in your storage, and it works like the fermenter. You will get a small icon there. It's like a nice symbol indicating that the food is in the refrigerator. And the effect that it has is a 50% chance to spoil slower. Like the spoilage rate is 50% decreased. And you might say, okay, but we don't have an item in game that does this. There is no refrigerator, fridge, whatever. But now let's change perspectives, okay? What about the backpack? There is a mod, it's called exactly the same, refrigerator, and depending on the level that you craft it, you will get, again, a percentage on the spoilage rate. At level 50, you get 90% less spoilage. I mean, it's almost 2 times better than this item that just came out in the Atomic Shop. So yeah, it is true that you can get the fridge to replace this mod if you don't have it yet. But if you already have this mod, you don't need the fridge. Or even if you don't have any, why do you really need it? I mean, who the hell stores their food in the stash? Unless you go around cooking dozens and dozens of food at the same time, it doesn't make sense. You go and kill some creatures, you get their meat, you cook it, and then you get it with you, because you will need to eat during your journeys. For example, if you do a queen, if you do a silo run, if you do vault raids, you are going to be playing there for a while, so you want to have the food with you to eat when you need. You don't want to have your food in the stash. Otherwise, you have to go back to your camp or to a place with a stash to access it and then get the food out of it and eat. In my opinion, I don't have the mod. I have the high capacity mod in my backpack, and I don't feel like I need a refrigerator in my camp. I bought it just to test it out. But it's totally up to you guys. I think it's just an item that will increase the quality of life in Fallout 76. You don't necessarily need it, but if you think you do, it is there. So it's a free world. You can buy it if you want. If not, you can always farm the mod. So the effect already exists in game for free. So I don't understand why are people talking about or make a quest for the fridge and so on. I mean, maybe it would be a plus if Bethesda did that, but still, the effect or the feature exists for free in the game, just not in the form of a fridge, but in the form of a mod for the backpack. Next, we have the Scavenger Bot, which made me really intrigued to understand how it works. Basically, you place it in your camp and you can choose if you want to get scrap or junk. What's the difference? Well, while junk is basically components, scrap is items with components inside, which you can later scrap to get multiple components out of it, like lower weapons or complex items that are made of several components. And just like this one that I'm going to show you here, my results. So I had my bot in my camp and I waited about 1 hour, 30 minutes with scrap and then 30 minutes with junk. And you can only get up to 10 items at once in this little storage for the bot terminal, let's call it that. And this is all I got in 1 hour, guys. Now tell me, what can you do with this? I mean, again, for this bot, I saw two different opinions. One saying that this is game breaking because people don't have to farm as much with this bot because the bot will do the farming for them. Another side saying that the scrap is not much, so the €7 or dollar is not worth it. I've seen mixed opinions about this one. And honestly, once again, this item is perfect, guys. It's perfect. Because first, if it would give you more scrap than what it already does, it would be quite game breaking. Right now it's fine. I mean, it is there more as a cosmetic thing. It's like an NPC roaming your base. It makes it look cooler, alive. It's like you have a companion there already. And the plus side is that you get some scrap out of it, you know? It is great. You don't want them to include features or items that will be very unbalanced. That's not a great thing. And you cannot expect them to add new brand things for free either. This game is almost 1 year old and they have to make money somehow. So it's only normal that they will add this type of quality improvement items that they don't necessarily break the game balance and mechanics, but they kinda help you get something of value out of the item, but it is in a very controlled way. You know, what can you do with 2 lead, 1 glass, 1 fertilizer? You can't do anything. You know, in an hour you can farm 100 scrap, depending where you go, you know? So again, I think it's perfect this way. And I don't understand why are people so upset about the prices and about it doesn't scrap enough, it's not good enough, it should be for free, it should be this, it should be that. What about accepting what we have? What about worrying about all the bugs that they haven't fixed for months? What about discussing vault raids, which have really good plans, but no one seems to be doing it? What about discussing Wastelanders, which will come out in a few months? Don't worry about such trivial matters, guys. It's fine, one way or the other. It's a free world, you can get it if you think you need it. If not, then leave it there. No one is forcing you to buy it. And for everyone who buys it, they're not really in front of you, or they don't get advantages. It's just they get a little bit more scrap, which they might not need at all, because there is no option to choose what component you want. I would like that, but again, that would be a little game breaking, so that's fine. And about the fridge, I mean, you get to keep your food a little bit longer if you have space in your storage. And if you bother to cook a lot and have it in your storage and then pick it up, you know, Just don't worry, it's fine, and this is my opinion. Do let me know what's yours, what you think about these two items. Do you think they should change it in any way? Do you think I'm wrong? Feel free to share your opinion. I'm always open to different perspectives, and right now this is my perspective. Maybe it will change in the future, you never know. Thank you guys for watching, and I just wanted to let my opinion out there because there is so many videos about this and I didn't want to be out of the mainstream topic right now. Pretty much that's why I did it. Thank you again for watching. If you are new around and you enjoyed what you saw, then feel free to subscribe in the button below. Also, I have a Patreon page for anyone who would like to check it out. The link is below as well. Feel free to go there and check all the tiers that I have right now. Thank you again for watching and for all your support, guys, and I will see you very, very soon in the next video. Until then, take care. Adios. Bye bye.